Yeah, I wish I can find it. But I will not be responsible if you have heart attack from laughing.
Oh, it's okay. Let me hear it.
Okay, I found one. He is using that video, but it's not the video really. Hold on, let us see.
He's just reacting to it.
Yeah, a reaction to it. Yeah, this guy actually, he became a Muslim. He's an atheist after he saw the video.
Okay, maybe you can see his link. He might put that link of the video in his description.
Yeah, but I don't think this is the video we are looking for, but let us see.
No problem. Take your time.
I hope you will accept this video response, brother.
Inshallah,
morning,
you will find
I
it.
was an
Hold
atheist,
on. Oh, you cannot hear, right?
but after hearing and watching
Listen, if you want to hear, mute Skype for until I finish the video so you can hear from YouTube. Because you cannot hear me, the audio is not linked to YouTube. So this is an atheist. He became a Muslim after he heard the story about the punishment of the grave. Mute Skype. Listen, if you want to hear, mute Skype for until I finish the video so you can hear from YouTube. Okay. Because you can't hear me, the audio is not linked to YouTube. So this is an atheist. He became a Muslim after he heard the story about the punishment of the grave.
Oh, okay, I will mute it.
Mute Skype. Okay, I will mute him from my side then.
Oh my
atheism
god.
is not a position that I can maintain one day longer. I think most of my subscribers are atheists, and I want them to hear how you converted me to Islam.
My respected brothers and sisters, the topic for my today's talk will be punishment in the grave, and how will be punished in the grave, and what will happen to the pious persons in the grave who lived according to the Islamic monotheism. Okay, the first thing I would like to talk about over here is that, of course, we believe, I don't know who believes or not, but according to logic and common sense that...
And of course that's what started it. This point, from here on in, common sense and logic, it's all there.
The reason for us being in the grave is that there is something.
Remember, this guy is an atheist. We don't agree with atheists in anything, right? And now they are making, this is the sound, they are playing with the sound. I wish I can find the original video because it's really funny. I don't know why they did this cartoon, this is stupid. But anyway, this is what the guy is saying. This is his voice, but they play with his voice.
Thing to come, because if there is nothing to come, why would we die?
Sorry. It's so clear. It's so clear. I've been wasting my life. There is an afterlife. Why else would we die?
The logic of the Abdul.
It's like light. It's like light. And my pet rabbit will be waiting for me. 'Cause he died too.
So from here, we can think, or we can argue about one thing, that there is something after this world. And let me talk about a few of the punishments which will happen in the grave to the bad people. And those punishments are, of course, very fearful.
I'm scared already.
And the punishment will start from here, that two angels will come. They will ask you 3 questions.
Not the quiz of death.
First is, who is your Lord?
Allah.
Second, what is your religion?
Islam.
Third, who is this person? And they will show you a face of Prophet Muhammad.
But I don't know what Muhammad looked like. Nobody knows what Muhammad looked like.
Then the angels will hit you with a hammer.
I have to mute him here because he speaks a bad word.
He's just nervous.
Between your 2 ears, mean on your face. Now from here, if you see that those hammer will be of steel. And it will be kind of big and quite heavy. And if you hit your face from your hand, like this on your face, you feel a little bit of pain. And if you hit hard on the nose or on this part, you will feel a lot of pain. And think how much hard will they...
Hold on, I found the original video, hold on. That is a good one. Hold on, give me a second. I found the original one. This is a priceless video actually. I encourage you, all of you, to download it and repost it again. And the one who discovered this miracle is NASA. Okay, Dr. Abdul Basit Sayyid, Egyptian National Research Center. I will post the link for you. Yeah, finally we found a real video. Forget about this atheist. That is a good one.
Okay.
Oh, give me a second. Don't mute. Keep muting. Keep muting your Skype.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My respected brothers and sisters, the topic for my today's talk will be punishment in the grave, and how will be punished in the grave, and what will happen to the pious persons in the grave who lived according to the Islamic monotheism. Okay, the first thing I would like to talk about over here is that, of course, we believe, I don't know who believes or not, but according to logic and common sense, that the reason for us being in the grave is that there is something to come, because if there is nothing to come, why would we die? So from here, we can think, or we can argue about one thing, that there is something after this world. And let me talk about a few of the punishments which will happen in the grave to the bad people. And those punishments are of course very fearful. And the punishment will start from here, that two angels will come. They will ask you three questions. First is, who is your Lord? Second, what is your religion? Third, who is this person? And they will show you a face of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may peace and blessings be upon him. When the angels will ask you the first question, who is your Lord? The people will answer, I don't know. Ma'adri. This is in Arabic. Ma'adri means I don't know. They will ask, what is your religion? You will say, Ma'adri.
You don't know.
I don't know. Who is this person?
What a drama.
Ma'adri. I don't know. Then the angels will hit you with a hammer between your two ears, mean on your face. Now from here, if you see that those hammers will be of steel.
Oh boy.
And it will be kind of big and quite heavy. And if you hit your face from your hand, like this on your face, you feel a little bit of pain. And if you hit hard on the nose,
brother, hit harder so we can understand. Hit harder.
If you hit your face from your hand, like this on your face, you feel a little bit of pain. And if you hit hard on the nose or on this part, you will feel a lot of pain. And think how much hard will they hit you from the hammer. They will hit you with so much force that your head will blow in two parts.
That's it, you are dead now, and they are beating you.
Then they will join again and they will hit you again. They will keep hitting you for a while.
Brother.
If a person thinks that with how much force and velocity will they hit me, that hammer, that with only one hit my head is gonna break up into pieces.
Whoa. mean?
Okay, then from then there will come snakes
Oh
in the
boy.
grave.
Oh boy.
And those snakes are not snakes which are found in this world.
No.
They are snakes which will come from hell.
Aha.
There will be 90 snakes, each snake with 9 heads.
Oh boy.
And those snakes are so...
Shh, hold on. 90 snake. By the way, this guy is not lying. This guy is a believer, which means he is just quoting you what Muhammad, the liar, said. So when you are laughing at Muhammad, not at him. He's just a poor kid. You know, this is what they taught him in school. This is what Muhammad said. So there's 90 snake. Actually, there are 99, not 90. He's wrong in the number. And each snake have 9 heads. That means each snake have 810 snakes based on his number. All of them, they will go where? They will bite you and they will go in your anus. Hold on.
full of poison that it is said by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if one of those snakes bite the earth, this earth, then till the day of Qiyamah, means till the last day,
Man.
that the whole earth will never ever bring out any greenery.
Can you believe it, brother? If one of those snakes bite the earth, brother, the earth will not have a greenery until the day of judgment, brother. Okay. I mean, now I understand why the atheist was going crazy.
The day of Qiyamah, means till the last day, that the whole earth will never ever bring out any greenery. Everything will be rotten and no one will be able to harvest any plants or any trees or something. The earth will be so much poison, will be full of so poison, and they will keep biting you. The snakes will keep biting you from day till night if you don't pray, if you don't worship. And each bite, they will the snakes will bite you. It will take you 70 yards beneath the earth.
Brother, each time the snake she bites you, you will go down 70 yards down the earth. So now you are dead and you are beaten by a hammer non-stop between your ears. By the way, what do you mean between his ears? Like, where is that location? And then, brother, after they beat you with the hammer non-stop, brother, the angels, the snakes come and they keep biting you, and each bite you go 70 yards. But okay, hold on. Each bite is 70 yards. There are 810 snakes. One snake have 810 heads. So 810 x 70 yard each bite. That means 56,700 yards in 1 minute or 1 second. You are going to go from the other side of the earth over there. 56,700 yards. Every bite, you will go down. Continue, Abdul. I mean, by the way, he looked like Uthman, you know? Genius.
A man, no matter how much powerful he might be,
Yeah.
if he grabs something and throws it on the earth or on the street, he can hardly bring a crack on it, or maybe move in 1 centimeter or hardly like that, and that snake will take you 70 yards beneath the earth, and you will go beneath the earth, piercing the earth, piercing the surface of the earth. Your body will go 70 yards down, and then the snake will bring it back, and then he's gonna bite you again, and this is gonna happen.
Man.
Imagine 90 snakes biting you. Each snake have 9 heads and 1 scorpion.
Stop.
And that scorpion,
And 1 scorpion, look, just 1 scorpion. 90 snake with 99 head, or 9 head each, and 1 scorpion, just 1. But don't think it's just a normal one. You have no idea. Look at those eyes. Look at the intelligence. Look how the intelligence of Allah is dropping from their eyes. And they ask you why people they join ISIS. Those are the people who join ISIS. Look at this. You see, Islam make you look like a fool. It make you fool, not make you look like a fool. Look at those eyes. And one scorpion. My friend, just by seeing those eyes, I get the scorpion idea very well.
90 snakes biting you. Each snake have 9 heads and 1 scorpion. And that scorpion is so much poisonous that there is a... This is a true story, by the way.
Stop. This is a true story, by the way. Let me hang up on our friend there. Maybe we can call him later. This is a true story, by the way. I mean, look. Now it's time to get serious. This is a true story, by the way.
Each snake have 9 heads and 1 scorpion. And that scorpion is so much poisonous that there is a... This is a true story, by the way.
That's for sure.
That once in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, once.
there was a person who once hit a camel, and
boy.
it is famous about the camel. I mean,
It's famous.
It's a fact about the camel. If you hit a camel, the camel is gonna take revenge. Ooh, be careful. So there was this guy in Saudi Arabia. He once hit a camel, and then at night when he was about to sleep, he remembered that, oh man, I hit that camel.
Oh boy.
And when he was peeking out of the out of his door, he saw the camel standing outside, and he knew that camel is gonna catch me, man.
That's it.
I need to run.
That's
and he
it.
was in a tent. He was not in a house.
Oh.
So he began running, and while running, the camel started to follow him.
Oh boy.
And the camel was following, and the man went to a graveyard.
Oh boy.
And in the graveyard, he saw a grave which was a little bit weak.
Weak.
I mean, it was not. You can say
Yeah. It's
hard
not
or
hard.
firm.
True
So
story.
he broke the grave and he went inside. And inside he saw a scorpion, a small scorpion, a strange kind of scorpion, and he was stinging the dead body.
Oh boy.
And he got a little bit afraid. That scorpion came out of the grave, and he saw the camel coming. He sting the camel, and the camel all of a sudden died. And it is famous about the camel that if a snake or any deadly animal bites or stings the camel, it takes at least 7 to 8 days for the camel to die, because camel absorbs the poison very slowly. And when the scorpion stinged him, he died at once.
At once.
And then the man came outside, he saw the camel is dead. He got happy and he kicked the camel
Oof.
with anger. And when he kicked the camel, his feet till the ankle melted
Oh boy.
because of the poison.
Remember, this is a true story, by the way.
He can hardly bring a crack on it, or maybe move within 1 centimeter, or hardly like that. And that snake will take you 70 yards beneath the earth, and you will go beneath the earth, piercing the earth, piercing the surface of the earth. Your body will go 70 yards down, and then the snake will bring it back, and then he's gonna bite you again, and this is gonna happen. Imagine 90 snakes biting you. Each snake have 9 heads and 1 scorpion.
One scorpion.
And that scorpion is so much poisonous that...
Brother, do you know his name? I mean, the scorpion, do you know his name? Like, do you have a name? Like, is he just a scorpion? His name? Like, what we call him? One scorpion.
there is a... This is a true story, by the way.
I want to take a note. In the minute 5.5, he said it is a true story.
That once in Saudi Arabia, there was a person who once hit a camel, and it is famous about the camel. I mean, it's a fact about the camel. If you hit a camel, the camel is gonna take revenge. Ooh. Be careful. So there was this guy in Saudi Arabia. He once hit a camel, and then at night when he was about to sleep, he remembered that, oh man, I hit that camel. And when he was peeking out of the out of his door, he saw the camel standing outside, And he knew that camel is gonna catch me, man. I need to run. And he was in a tent. He was not in a house.
I mean, come on, we have to make the story like, so he's not like how the camel will catch him. He is in a tent, not in a house, like, brother, come on, you know. So it's not a house, it's a tent, brother. So now the story is more convincing.
So he began running, and while running, the camel started to follow him. And the camel was following, and the man went to a graveyard. And in the graveyard, he saw a grave which was a little bit weak. I mean, it was not, you can say, hard or firm. So he broke the grave and he went inside. And inside he saw a scorpion, a small scorpion, a strange kind of scorpion, and he was stinging the dead body. And he got a little bit afraid. That scorpion came out of the grave, and he saw the camel coming. He stung the camel, and the camel all of a sudden died. And it is famous about the camel that if a snake or any deadly animal bites or stings the camel, it takes at least 7 to 8 days for the camel to die, because camel absorbs the poison very slowly. And when the scorpion stung him, he died at once. Then the man came outside. He saw the camel is dead. He got happy and he kicked the camel.
Oh boy.
With anger. And when he kicked the camel, his feet till the ankle melted because of the poison. The camel's body became so much poisonous that his feet till the ankle which he hit melted at the very spot. And that kind of scorpion is gonna sting us. Oh man. So from here you can see how much horrible will the scene be. And the good thing about the pious person is if you worship, your worships are gonna save you from the snakes and the scorpion from your left hand side. If you give charity, your charity will save you from snakes and camel on the top. If you don't lie, speak truth, and do righteous deeds, those will help you from the snakes and scorpion coming from the right hand side. And if you read the Quran, that will help you from the bottom.
Stop. So what will protect your anus? The Quran. Now I know why Muslims they recite the Quran. They are worried about their anus. If you read the Quran, it's going to protect you from the bottom. Why didn't say the anus?
Your charity will save you from snakes and camel on the top.
On the top.
If you don't lie, speak truth, and do righteous deeds, those will help you from the snakes and scorpion coming from the right hand side. And if you read the Quran, that will help you from the bottom. So
now I know when a Muslim he says we hate you from the bottom of our heart, they mean the bottom of where the Quran is located.
These are the only things which can save you
the only
in the grave.
That's it.
So think about it.
Think about it.
It sounds horrible when a person thinks about these things, that such poisonous snakes and such a poisonous scorpion is gonna sting us, and snakes are gonna bite us. So before you die, you need to save yourselves from the punishments in the grave, because that really scared me.
I am scared
too. I don't know what you want your fate to be.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. This is an example of what Muhammad he teach. This is Islam. So, how many of you heard the stories about, you know, like this guy? Now he was talking to us, right? The prophet he did. The prophet, you know, he said this. What your prophet said too. This is a story made by your prophet, and this guy, he believed in them. And by the way, Muhammad, he never said snakes. Muhammad, he said 70, or some hadith different, depend in the story. Some story they say 70 dragons. Dragons. This is why Muslims, they stay Muslims. This is a religion of fear. Muhammad, he started in them fake, stupid stories, and they are uneducated, and the educated one, he cannot leave, because if he leave, he will lose everything. Let's call our friend Noor to see what his opinion about what he heard. We hang up on him because we don't want him to wait for long for nothing.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Noor, did you hear the story?
About this guy, right?
Yeah, no, this is not your guy saying, this is your prophet saying.
Yeah.
So what do you think your ass is protected, Noor? Why you are laughing? You are making fun of the prophet? Come on, don't do that.
No, I'm not making fun of my prophet.
Yeah, so?
But the way this guy, is showing is very, very funny. Like,
Why it's funny? This is about, this guy is being serious. I mean, come on, you are laughing. Yeah, the Quran protect your bum.
no, I mean, I understand everything and I respect everything he's saying, but
Oh, you respect
the
it?
way the way he's showing it, like, people are gonna laugh like that.
So you think the story makes sense?
I mean, obviously, like, it makes sense for me to get punished, but I don't know if it's gonna be that severe of punishment.
But you are dead now. How you will be punished? They are punishing his physical body, but he's dead. Is he alive or is dead?
He will obviously be given his soul back to his body so he can feel the pain.
Ah, you're alive again then. So the day of resurrection is a lie. Read with me this hadith here. Abu Sa'id, he reported that the Messenger of Allah says 99 dragons. How many? 99 dragons, not snakes, will be given the power over an infidel of his grave, and they will bite and sit in him till the last hour to come. What do you think?
Is that like really authentic hadith?
Well, here it says Hassan, which means good.
It's not authentic,
Well, this is authentic because it says good.
I can reject that.
Ah, you can, for sure. Did you reject what the guy was saying to you? Why he don't reject that? I mean, why you rejected that this guy? He don't reject it. Why? What's wrong?
I think he's very passionate.
Ah, you are not passionate.
No, like he believes in whatever, but like, if I will see like if it's authentic or not, and what other Muslims think about it, and if it's believable or not, then I will see.
Well, we just saw there's tons of videos in YouTube speaking about the punishment of the grave, correct?
I do believe in punishment of grave, definitely. Like, it's very dangerous, but the way this guy is presenting, like, I think I don't know if whatever he's saying is authentic. People will laugh, like, if he presents like this.
Have you ever heard of the bald snake?
Which snake?
The bald snake.
Like, I can't really hear you properly. Like, which snake? I don't know what you said.
Well, there's tons of videos, Muslim making videos about your prophet, speaking about this Let's see if we can find you.
But it's definitely very, very famous in India that snakes will be there in the grave as punishment.
My friend, the snakes will be anywhere. There is rocks, and there. This is a joke. Snakes everywhere. You know, I can take you to my yard. I live in India, by the way. You know, I am in Bombay.
But like the way this guy said it, like it's on another level. Like I don't think anybody will beat him.
So are you saying your prophet he lied when he said that there's two angels will hit you with the
I'm
hammer?
not saying anything about my prophet. I'm saying how this guy presented it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's just saying what your prophet said.
He said it, but he also like said what is what. Like he explained it with his own interpretation and stuff.
Okay.
And he also put in there a story of the camel in Saudi. Like,
This is not true story. You think this is not true story?
is that a true story?
Well, for sure. You know, me myself, I don't have feet no more. I did hit a camel, which was stung by a scorpion. You know, and now I don't have feet. They are melted.
What?
I mean, why you are making fun of the guy? I mean, how come the prophet's story makes sense and the story of this guy, it doesn't make sense?
No. It makes sense to me. I'm saying, like, I have to see what is authentic or not. But what he said about the camel, that is what makes me laugh.
Okay, when the angels, they will come to you and they will hit you with the hammer. Is that a stupid story for you, or it makes sense?
No, that is a very true story. That is very
Okay.
severe.
Why? What makes sense about it?
They will hit us with hammer.
What is making sense? What is making sense? Why the angels are using hammers?
I mean, it is a form of punishment. You can ask God why he chose that punishment.
But the person is dead. He should not feel anything.
Look, that is a life of barzakh.
Hmm.
You know, that's different.
Okay.
Like same in after Allah will resurrect and then he will send people to Jannah and Jahannam. And in Jahannam, people will not be alive, nor they will be dead.
You see here, they are not only using a hammer, they are using a sledgehammer from Home Depot. Yeah, look, it's in front of you. The angels, they will go and get a sledgehammer from Home Depot and they will hit the guy, and those hammers, they are enough to destroy mountain. The guy is a guy. I mean, if the hammer can destroy a mountain, so they will hit the guy and he will become a dust.
I also heard about this sledgehammer. Stories from Muslims that they say even whole mankind come together, they cannot like move this hammer by an inch.
Yeah, I saw the movie of Thor, you know. I think this is the Thor hammer.
No, you cannot say Thor because Hela broke that Thor's hammer.
I did not get that. Sorry. You're right. You get the point, brother.
I get that point, but that's not really like fit in this story.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you for calling me. We have enough time, you know. And now you said you promised there's tons of things you will check in, so you have a lot of things, you know, enough to work with forever. But I want you to promise me to contact Zakir Naik to tell him when you will have the courage to don't call Christian Prince, he will call you. When you will do that. Tell him this guy keep saying that Zakir Naik is a potato, he don't dare to talk to me. Just tell him that. Why you don't talk to him?
I will tell him, no problem.
What he will lose, he will refute me like he refute everybody in 2 seconds. Brother Antitha, right away, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to take, if you make a post in Facebook and he answers you, take a screenshot. If you call and, you know, record the audio and, you know, give me the video. All right?
Also about Uthman too, I will do that.
All of them, all Muslims, not even without names. All the Muslims who they claim they can refute me, they are more than welcome. And as you see, I was very easy with you, you know?
Yeah. Obviously, we talk like 6 hours.
All right. Well, thank you, my friend.
It's very late in New York too. Like, this is the first time me talking to you. That's why I wanted to talk to you. And
Yeah, but after 6 hours, you did not leave Islam. I think somebody hit you with the hammer.
The first thing I said to you was I want to talk about Christianity, but you came to Islam. Then
Yeah, I will
spent...
talk to you about Christianity as much as you want. If you are a person who decides to leave Islam, then okay, well, let's talk about Christianity. But everybody knows my topic is Islam here, correct? It's not a secret for you. So for me, why I want to waste my time with somebody who will say to me, I don't accept this and I don't accept that. And you mentioned to me about the Bible, I answered you. Did I say I will not answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever you ask me about the Bible, I answer them. Even though this is not my topic, but it's okay. I'm here to help you. But as you say, Islam, this is my belief. I say to you, Islam is a very stupid religion, full of fiction stories, and none of them make sense. And the Muslims, they are desperate to try to make it look, sound, make sense. But as you see, all those, okay, if this is true, why Allah did not say to Muhammad this is story in the Quran? Where Muhammad is getting this information from? If you say to me the angel told him, well, angels don't speak except what Allah told him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's should be Quran. So all those hadith you see, if they are really true, and Muhammad is a true prophet, then he should not have anything beside except the book of God. This is what happened to Musa. This is what happened to all the prophets. There's nothing called hadith. Musa said, it's in the Bible. Elijah said, it's in the Bible. There's no hadith, even though it's the prophet saying. So when the prophet he speak, and if this prophet claims that every single word he is saying is coming from his God, then this story should be coming from Allah, because this is all is unseen, correct?
Yeah.
Who knows what will happen to the grave? Nobody, save who? God, supposedly. Okay, so if this God is the one who taught Muhammad this story, well, this story to be true, at least put it in the Quran. But we cannot find it in the Quran. We cannot find anything about this hammer and the point and the scorpion and what is that. So if this is Allah speaking to the angel, like what Allah, he was sitting with the angel telling him stories, this is stupid. This is silly. This is a grandma at the age of 200 years telling a story to her neighbor who cannot even hear. This is deaf talk. So you need to ask yourself, it doesn't matter how much you want to be stubborn to leave this cult, this cannot be from God. God don't say stupid things. Like when Muhammad, he says that angels, they cut his chest and they clean his chest, and then they stuff his vein with wisdom and faith.
But the companions say I saw stretch marks, right?
I mean, my friend, this is the Muslim, they fabricated stories to confirm a fabricated story. But think about it. Have you ever heard of a God? He sent wisdom and faith in dishes.
To clean his heart, I think he did that.
No. I'm not talking about to clean. First of all, secondly, isn't it Allah? He says, if you want something, he say be. So Allah cannot clean the heart of Muhammad without making a surgery. Secondly, what heart? They cut from his throat all the way to his testicles. In the same time, they wash everything inside. Why? Muhammad is very filthy. In the top of that, they brought with them a dish full of faith and full of wisdom. Since when faith come in dishes? What you say? Are you there?
Hello.
Us, we answered the phone of somebody without knowing. How we switched this guy? Maybe my mistake. Hold on, Jihad. I will take your call after we finish here. Let's see. Where is this guy? Text me, Noor. Where is his name? Okay, here we go. Yeah, first, you know, this guy, he called and this the code is switch. I think I hit enter. So, since when wisdom come in dishes? What do you think?
What happened? You weren't listening to me?
No, because somebody called me and by mistake I think I hit enter and accepted his call.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So what do you think about that? Allah, he sent a dish full of faith and wisdom.
I mean, what do I think? I mean, it's Allah's choice. What can I say?
But okay, but do you believe that wisdom is something physical and faith is something physical? We can install it.
I don't know. See, I'm not a very technical person.
This is not about technical. See, this is what I don't like about Muslims. I ask them, you know, simple questions. Suddenly it's about
What happened? I cannot hear you.
I'm asking you about technique now. I'm asking you about technical.
Hello?
I'm here with you.
Oh, your mic is muted.
Okay, what about now? Do you hear me now? Do you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you.
Okay, this is about technical now. I'm asking you, is wisdom is something physical?
I mean, it could be physical too.
It could be. Since when? It could be. I'm trying to understand how that can be. You know? How that can be, that faith is physical. So now if we take you to the laboratory, we can take some of your blood and then we will find in the laboratory a faith and wisdom.
For normal human beings, we are not talking about normal human
Muhammad
beings.
is not a normal?
Yeah, he is something else.
He's not normal. I agree with you, nothing normal about him. Yeah.
He is very great.
But look what happened now. Allah, he had to make a surgery for Muhammad to install wisdom. Why? He was a fool?
No, he was a human. So,
Yeah, but okay, hold on. Did Allah make a surgery for Moses to install wisdom for him?
no, Moses is much different than Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, so Moses, because he's a Jew, he's a smart. Are you saying that?
No, I'm not saying
So
that.
why Allah, he needed to make a surgery to install wisdom to Muhammad if he do not need wisdom? If he is wise, you do that only if somebody he have a lack of intelligence.
I think Allah wanted to make him very much better than he already was.
But okay, so Allah, he made him a surgery, and because he want him to make him better, because Muhammad, he was not better. That's what you are saying.
No, he was already better, but Allah wanted to make him even much better by removing some of the stuff that is there in his heart.
Who is the one who put those stuff in his heart?
I mean, Allah put that in every single human.
So Allah, he put that in his heart, and now he want to make a surgery to take it from his heart?
Yes, that because that is showing that he's a human, and Allah removed that human.
How much now, be honest with me, how much you look different from this guy in the video, which you were laughing at? You're the same. Look what you just said. Allah, he put something in his heart, and now Allah want to clean his heart. From what? For something he put in his heart. Why? Because he want to make him better. So Allah make him worse, and later he want to make him better. So Allah decide, I made Muhammad worse, and now I want to make him better. Remember, you are the one who said he want to make him better. So now he sent two angels. The angels, they put Muhammad in the table. They chop his chest all the way, and they take off his heart, and he took all the material and all his stomach and everything, and they wash it with the water of Zamzam, and that will make him better. Explain to me.
Now again, my knowledge is very little. That's why, you can obviously, you and everybody else can make fun of me.
Okay, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying you were laughing at this guy in the video. You are saying the same thing because wisdom. Anyway, I mean, who in the world would believe that wisdom? You just say that maybe wisdom is something physical. You said that. I said faith. Is it physical? You said maybe. Since when? Faith is a physical?
Okay. You know what I will do? I will try to get somebody with knowledge to speak with you, inshallah, next time I contact you.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for calling.
And yeah, all right.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, it's possible. Let us see Mr. Jihad. He called me, even though we are here for many hours. Well, he's not answering. So as you see, he was laughing at the guy in the video, but you know, he doesn't sound different anymore. Suddenly, okay, Allah want to make him better by doing what? By doing a surgery. That's weird. So all this time Muhammad was a prophet, but he is not better. And now we need to do a surgery for him. And what we do, we take all the material in his chest and we wash it with the water of Zamzam. Okay, now after we wash it with the water of Zamzam, what happened? Read with me carefully. So those angels, they did not talk to him till they carried him and they placed him beside the well of Zamzam. From among them, Jibreel. Jibreel is the surgeon, you know, he have the chopping machine. He took a charge of him. Jibreel is a surgeon, see? He cut open the part of his body. Which part? From his chest all the way to his testicles. Between his throat. All right. Hello?
Is it too late for you?
No, my friend, it's okay. As you see, usually I don't take really calls at night, but we start very early.
Well, maybe you want to go to sleep or something.
No problem. We can speak for a little bit. What do you think about the topic we are talking about?
Well, you and that Indian guy were kind of all over the place, so I don't know exactly which topic.
You know, he is asking me, I go with him. And you are no better, Jihad. Always you yourself, you are all over the place. Here we go. I asked you, what do you think about this topic? You are all over the place already.
Can we have a discussion about Numbers 31?
See, exactly. You are all over the place.
But you never gave me an opportunity to discuss that with you.
Okay, but we have a topic. We are talking about it. So now you want to be all over the place.
But you never gave me an opportunity to discuss that.
Tell me about this one, and then we will go to number what?
Numbers 31.
Okay, tell me about this one. What do you think about the prophet receiving?
Receiving a dish of wisdom? Well, just as the Bible speaks about parables and metaphors, in Islam we have the same thing. So, you know, I don't believe that it's a literal cutting of his chest and placing wisdom and stuff like that. I mean, we have things that are metaphorical. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't apply the same logic or the same, you know, understanding that you have of the Bible to the Quran. You have a double standard. Whenever it comes to the Bible, you will say, this is what it is. You'll make an excuse for it because
no, I will go
that's
with you.
why you have a bias.
Go with you. You see here see how Jihad he playing as a hypocrite. I challenge you in front of everybody to show me one Muslim scholar, even one Muslim, normal Muslim, saying that this is a parable. Either you show me the proof, or you are a hypocrite who is trying to make something very embarrassing look as something else. So the challenge in the front of everybody. Show me. Go ahead.
Well, this is in the hadith, isn't it?
My friend, you just said it's a parable. Show me. I don't care from where you will show me. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I didn't say it was a parable, but I said it was metaphorical.
Okay, show me.
What do you mean show you?
Where it says it's a metaphorical, it says blood vessels, it says they cut his heart, they said they took all the material from his stomach, and now you are saying to me this is metaphorical? Prove it. Go ahead.
It depends how you want to interpret it.
I'm asking you how you come to the conclusion that this is a parable. Otherwise, you are a hypocrite liar. You are all over the place.
Well, either it's a metaphor or it actually
Don't tell
happened.
me either or. I want the answer. Is that a metaphor or not? If it's a metaphor, give me the proof.
Okay, maybe it's not the metaphor. Maybe it literally happened. So why is that so hard to believe?
Okay, so you agree with Muhammad that Allah, he sent to him a dish full of wisdom and dish full of faith?
If the hadith is specific that it is literal and it says that that his chest was cut open, then yes, I believe it.
Okay.
I believe in
So
miracles.
why a second ago you were lying to me saying it's a parable, it's a metaphorical? What happened now?
Because I didn't read it.
Oh, no, but because I challenge you to prove the lie you mentioned, so now you give up because you have no proof, you are lying. Correct? So this is a trick Muslim they use with someone, not me, other Christians. They say it's a parable, they say it's a metaphorical, because the Christian will not ask him, okay, well, as you say, no problem, okay. But as you see here, Muhammad, he proved himself to be a false prophet. Why? Because if this story happened for real, as Muhammad he claimed, and the angels, they have to do a surgery to install wisdom, that means Muhammad before the surgery was a fool. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree that he was a fraud.
So why no, I'm not saying fraud, I'm saying was a fool.
Well, he had to be, he had to have his wisdom replenished.
What?
In the sense that, always as a human being, you want to increase your faith. You want to get closer to Allah.
So what does have to do with the getting closer to Allah? Muhammad is created by Allah already, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Muhammad designated Allah, he designated Muhammad to be a prophet before he created him, correct?
Yeah, he was a prophet, yeah.
No. Before
he was
created
designated
him,
to be a prophet. Allah, he wrote for him
so
to
now
be a prophet.
Allah decided to do maintenance because Muhammad is not a qualified.
He decided to do maintenance because he is what?
He is not qualified. Otherwise, why he is doing this maintenance? Who is the one who created Muhammad, who designed Muhammad? Give me the name.
Allah.
Okay, so Allah, he made Muhammad, and now Allah is adding repair to Muhammad because Allah, he did a surgery to fix something in Muhammad. What he fixed? Muhammad have a lot of dirt inside him. This is number one, correct?
So, but that's your takeaway from it.
I'm not. This is what the hadith is saying. Don't say I'm not my take. This is what the hadith is saying. They took what is inside and they wash it with Zamzam. Even it says alaqa. There's a bad blood inside him. Inside your prophet, there's a bad, dirty blood. Alaqa. So, okay. So they wash his chest, which is full of dirt, and then
they increased his faith. They increased his wisdom. They increased his IQ.
Okay, guys, did you hear it? They increased his IQ. Did you say that or me?
They did.
Okay, but you just said they increased his IQ. Did I hear you correctly?
I said that.
Okay, that means Muhammad was stupid. Because why he need to fix his IQ if he was smart?
But when I say increase, does it mean he's stupid or did it just get better?
Well, no.
So maybe Christian Prince has an IQ of 120 and Allah came and washed his brain and now he's 130.
Well, hold on. So you are saying to me that Allah, he found that Muhammad, he have a lack of intellect and he decided to fix it.
Well, when I say that, I mean in terms of knowledge. So he gave him more knowledge.
No, you are the one who said IQ. Don't swallow your tongue. Everybody heard it.
Yeah, I said it.
No,
I'm not scared.
Knowledge have nothing to do with IQ, because a person, he can be so smart, but he don't have too much knowledge because he did not get the opportunity to go to school. What does this have to do with IQ? IQ is the level of intelligence, and you are the one who mentioned it. So your prophet was a fool, and now Allah, he said to himself, how I'm going to make this idiot a prophet if he's a fool? So let us increase his IQ, correct?
I don't see it as him being a fool, but I see it as the Prophet alayhi salam being improved. He was
guys,
improved.
he's been improved. So he was what before the improvement?
He was a prophet doing the best he can, and he was good still, and then he became better. This is how I see it.
Okay.
Now, do you want to tell me how I should think?
Okay, hold on. So now Muhammad became better. How a person who became better, he say that they installed a dish of wisdom and faith in his vein.
To increase his iman.
Okay, so you put faith and wisdom in the veins?
Yes.
Is that something new or something old? It says here, and then Jibreel stuffed his chest and his throat, blood vessels, with it.
Do you believe in the unseen?
This is not unseen. Muhammad blood is a blood. Muhammad vessels are vessels. Muhammad throat is a real throat. It's not unseen. So don't give me
But
this
I'm
garbage now.
just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you. How.
No, don't tell me. I'm asking you. Is that where faith is located? It is in the blood of Muhammad or in the heart of Muhammad?
The way I understand it is that there are things that are unseen, and that only
My friend,
Allah has
no
an
problem.
understanding of.
You see, you are the one who now is all over the place. Who is talking
But
about the unseen now?
I'm on the topic. Did I jump?
No, you are
Did
jumping.
I jump?
You are jumping. Who care about the unseen now? This is not unseen. This is seen. Muhammad blood is seen.
Okay, but the point is,
okay, why
he
Allah
opened his veins.
Why
He put
Allah
the faith in his
installed?
veins.
Okay, no problem. How Allah, the angel of Allah, he stuffed. Do you see the word stuffed?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, explain to me how such a thing happened. He stuffed his vein with wisdom and faith. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to tell you is the angel placed more wisdom and faith inside of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam.
What do you mean
He
inside him?
placed
Please
it
don't speak
inside
dirty.
him.
No, not inside him. In his vein, not inside him. He installed it in his vein only, not inside.
That's what the hadith says.
Okay.
That's what happened.
All right.
But
So
the
now,
way you understand things, because we are humans. That's why the way we understand things.
But this story is taught to us, to the human, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay.
But,
So the human, they will understand as a human understand. So the story is meant to be understood by a human, not by God.
but the way that it's done.
What the
there
way
are
is done?
certain
What the
things-
way is done, my friend? First of all,
There are certain things that are done
First
in
of
accordance
all,
with what Allah wills that we cannot wrap our human brains around.
First of all, did Allah did any surgery to any prophet before to increase his IQ?
Not that I'm aware of.
So how come only Muhammad he have a low IQ?
But do we have the authentic sources of the other prophets?
You Muslims, you are the one who says nothing of aware of that. Muhammad never mentioned such a thing. The Quran never mentioned such a thing. The hadith mentioned only Muhammad, he did such a surgery. Allah, he did a surgery for him. And you explained to me, you said to increase his IQ. Wonderful. Based on this, Muhammad was the only foolish man Allah he chose to be a prophet, and Allah he noticed that this guy is horrible. We cannot just let him do the job like this. We need to send maintenance guys to do a maintenance surgery, and I will send with them 2 dishes. One is full of faith and one is full of wisdom. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
And he needed to increase the prophet's iman and the prophet's ability to give the message.
Okay.
and to be able to talk to the people.
All right. So now Muhammad, he got he got better ability because of the surgery which Allah he did to him using the angels, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But if we read the rest of the story, we'll see that Muhammad is being a fool now, because after he the surgery is still more stupid more than before the surgery. Read with me carefully.
Is that your opinion?
This is the, you will see this. You will be opinion. Actually, you are the one who said increase his IQ. Right? Let us see if he
Okay.
have. Let us see if he have any IQ or not. Okay, here we go. So now Muhammad, he have the surgery done. They install wisdom and faith in his chest and in his veins. And
Read
now,
it. Read the hadith.
I'm reading the hadith in front of us. Okay. Now Muhammad, he went to heaven and he found the river of Euphrates there and the Nile River.
Okay.
Okay, but this is after the surgery. So after the surgery, Muhammad, he found that the river the river of Euphrates and the river of Nile is coming from heaven.
It's coming from heaven, or he went on, or when he went on the Miraj.
Miraj, you don't know Arabic. Miraj, not Miraj. Okay, listen. So he is going up to the heaven. Muhammad, he went to the 7 heavens. So now he went to the first heaven, and there, this is after the surgery. This is not the fool Muhammad now. This is the smart Muhammad. He arrived there and he found the river of the Nile River and the Euphrates River coming from under the tree of Allah.
In heaven.
Yes, in heaven.
Yeah. By the
What?
qadr of Allah, Allah can produce, anything. See what
Listen,
I'm saying?
Abdul,
So-
listen. What can produce anything? The Nile River is in the sky now. Euphrates River. The
The
Euphrates.
Nile River is in Egypt.
No, it's not. It's coming from Ethiopia. You don't watch the news. This is why they are going to fight about the river. So it's coming from Ethiopia, and the Euphrates River. I hear myself twice. Mute YouTube, please. If your YouTube is unmuted, I hear myself twice.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the Euphrates River is in the north, in the south of Turkey, and the Nile River is in Ethiopia, in the heart of Africa. How Muhammad, after the surgery, he discovered that the rivers, those 2 rivers, are in the heaven of Allah, in the sky. This is, remember, this is after the surgery.
This is because Allah can create this. You see what I'm saying?
So
Allah
now,
can.
Allah, he can create this. Listen to the question. You as a Muslim, you believe that everything is created by Allah, correct? I'm not talking about who created now. I'm talking about the location.
But Allah can create different realities and different perceptions.
No.
for people.
He's talking about the Nile River. And Nile River. And you see in the translation, they say the source, but in Arabic it doesn't say source. It says he went there, he saw 2 rivers. He asked Jibreel, what those rivers? He said, this is the Euphrates and this is the Nile River.
It says that?
Yeah, it says that in front of you. We want to show you in Arabic? Here we go. This is in Arabic. It says, وَهُوَ فِي السَّمَاءِ الدُّنْيَا, the lowest sky. He saw بِنَهْرَيْنِ.
So is it saying that this is the location of the Euphrates and
Yeah,
the
he
Nile?
said,
or
okay.
did he say that-
He said, what those rivers? He said, this is the Nile River and this is Euphrates. And those are the branches of them.
So how come you can't understand it to mean that Allah can create this picture, this reality?
My friend,
Like when we go to heaven, we can have any reality we want. If I'm in heaven, right? If Allah accepts me into heaven, maybe I was living in a beach in Florida. Well, this Florida can be in heaven just as it is on earth.
Okay. Yeah.
You understand? Like Allah can do anything He wants.
Oh, Allah, He can do anything He wants. But this is not a question. You see, you are all over the place. We are talking, where is the Nile River right now?
I know the Nile River is, as you mentioned,
Okay.
in Ethiopia.
In the
I
time of,
understand.
in the time of Muhammad, where was the Nile River?
The same location it is today.
Okay, so why it is in heaven? And the one who discovered this miracle is NASA. Okay, Dr. Abdel Basit Sayyid, Egyptian National Research Center